Ken, this was one of the worst-kept secrets in baseball over the last couple of months, really. Now, Alex Anthopoulos didn't go as far as to say he was angry with what happened, but he did say he wasn't impressed with all the misinformation, all the leaks that came out. Do the Blue Jays have reason to be upset with how this thing all progressed?
They do, and certainly it appeared that Boston wanted John Farrell, and Boston was going to get John Farrell, and Boston felt it was entitled to John Farrell, and I can see where the Blue Jays would feel a little miffed about that. At the same time, if they wanted to stick it to their division rival, they could have said no to John Farrell going to Boston and put an end to this right away. They obviously did not do that, so their level of discontent can only go so far.
Alex Anthopoulos insists that he is sticking with the team policy that he will not allow guys to make lateral moves. He does not look at this as a lateral move. Bringing back a utility middle infielder, some will argue that it is a lateral move. Could they have gotten more, and is that enough for John Farrell?
It's a great question, and I understand where they see it as consistent with their policy because they did get a player back. It's not as if they just let John Farrell walk. But you ask, is it enough? It depends how you value John Farrell. It's very difficult to say a manager is worth this player because they're two different species. But if the Jays, again, really valued John Farrell and really wanted him back, they would have played it a little bit differently. Maybe they would have asked for more and insisted on it. But it came to the point, Barry, where they just felt, and really for the best of the organization, he needed to go because this was never going to end. This talk was never going to stop. It was a distraction. Now they will get a manager that it will be their guy and not looking to go somewhere else. Not that John Farrell was, but he always had his eyes on this job. So it'll be a healthy thing.
It was what they called an exhaustive search to find John Farrell in the first place. Anthopoulos says this time around it'll be much quicker. The short list is much shorter. Who do you think should be on that short list?
Sandy Alomar for sure. He was one of the guys that they looked at very closely the last time. Torey Lovullo is a guy that we've talked about and is a possibility as well. DeMarlo Hale just interviewed with the Red Sox. I would take a look at him. I don't know if they will or not, but these are some of the guys that will be in the mix. There may be others as well. Obviously, they don't need to look very far. They don't have a situation where, oh my gosh, we didn't know this was coming. They've known this was coming for quite some time.
Well, yeah, John Gibbons, Cito Gaston, John Farrell. The one thing the Blue Jays need is stability, and I have a feeling that is exactly what Alex Anthopoulos is looking for when it comes to his next manager.